Let's get paid. Setting up the show. Oh, yo, that is sick. Let's go, Mike D. Listen, I'm stopping it. I usually let the whole thing run through and the music kind of like slows down at its end. And I let the, that like screen looping video clip that I have or like stream starting soon. But I'm sitting here watching the ticker go up and there are 600 people on YouTube during the intro video. We're starting. We're starting. My apologies to others who are like, all right, cool. I got the alert. Donuts is going live. I've got 5 minutes while he does a little introduction and the music plays. My bad. I ain't making people wait. This is wild to me. And can you give me one moment, my friends? I am, listen, I had this different intro set up and I was talking about 14-game NFL slate, but we'll get there. And I've got so many picks and parlays. We're going to look at Pick'em and Underdog and Novig. We're going to look at the sports books and all the boosts they have today. We'll do a ghost leg parlay. I've got a money line parlay to start you up. This is the DGen show. You watch all week here on YouTube for picks, for analysis, for insight. I do game by game for every single video. And then Sunday you come on here and you're like, all right, let's be degenerates together. I'm with you. That's what this is for. But let me take a quick second for you. Any day, and this is literally just hit me as I'm watching this, I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you, God, for this absolute blessing here, my friends. Anytime we get it, and I want, it was a perspective. It was a perspective shot in the arm this morning for me. And let me shed some on you too, because I got something ruminate in the back of my mind. I'm just going to vomit it out. If it sounds bad, oh well. Listen. Anytime, and I want perspective is going to be our theme for today, I think, as I'm just kind of formulating things. Anytime we have an opportunity to wake up in the morning, this is you as well, grab a coffee or a tea, sit on your couch, lay in your bed, look at your iPhone, look at your iPad, watch on TV with a roof over our head under a comfy blanket, dog, kids, friends, or the solitude of a peaceful and quiet morning alone. You've got the internet there. You're probably drinking a fresh water that's clean. These are blessings, okay? No matter how today goes, we are taking hobby money, side money, fun money, and betting on sports. If it doesn't go well, let's have some perspective. And if it goes great, let's understand that too is just an extra blessing at the end of your day. We're here together this morning to have some fun, to talk about football, to bet on some sports. I'm going to do my best today to track as many comments as I can and reply back. I went back and looked at the metrics last week. I thought I did a good job with Q&A and chat, and then realized there were over 1,300 messages. Ain't no way I'm going to get to all of those. So I'm just going to do my best as we go. Let's keep that perspective, though. And as I am talking, I am now watching the counter. 139 comments, 141 comments I have missed since I went on this little, what would you call it, soliloquy? What a great word. It's probably incorrect. I use them wrong all the time. My wife loves to correct me. Yeah, my better half, the full donut. I'm just a donut hole up here, so I do the best I can with what I got. Let's get to the betting things. The link right there if you want it. Listen, VIPs went 6-0 with me this week. If you're still asking yourself, is it worth it? My friends, yeah, it is. It really is. And I'm not trying to, be a salesman here. So I'll just lead the show off with here before I give you all the W's for the rest of the day. Okay. Back-to-back NFL college football sweeps. If you watched me sweep 3-0 on Thursday Night Football, including the plus 390, and then sat by on the sidelines and watched me bang out a 3-0 college football Saturday, including a plus 249 without the boost, a plus 208, a plus 131 on Michigan, a minus 115 without the boost. Still good odds. If you watched the 6-0 occur but did not sign up, I don't know what else to tell you. Today, I have 5 NFL picks. 5 so far. I also have a touchdown parlay. We have primetime NFL tonight, where I do an official primetime parlay every primetime game. I've cashed, I think, 4 or 5 of those this year. So it's been fantastic. What was that, eight games? I will post that stuff later tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Probably around like dinner is when you'll get that extra scratch the itch opportunity. But there's the link. I posted it in chat. There's so many chatters that I can't even highlight it. I mean, that's almost 200 or so already. Thank you so much to everybody who's dropping the love, showcasing the W's, talking about everybody else here. So thank you very much. You know what, SD? It's that type of day. Let's freaking do it right now. Let's do it right now. This is the money line model from last week. All right. Money line models. Top 12 picks went 11-1. Minnesota sold a beautiful 7-0 sweep. And the reason why I'm showing you this is, hold on, wait for it. A ghost leg parlay is coming at you. This was the top 7 spreads from last week. Another banger week for the betting model. All right. Here's my thoughts. The model has cleaned house in the top 10 for 2 straight weeks for the money lines. It went like, I think 6-4 and then 8-2 last week for the spreads. So you take what you want. You take what you want from this. So that is cleaned house. That is cleaned house. Here was what I woke up and thought about. This right here. This, my friends. What do we think? They're here right now. Listen, you got 2 hours of picks. I needed 5 minutes for an introduction. That's all, my man. That's all. We got 962 on YouTube. 9 minutes into the show. Yeah. Yeah, I don't deserve you. I should have said this as well. I'm nothing without you. I'm literally nothing. And I've been in that place before. I started podcasting out of my car. I still laugh with my dad about it every once in a while. We'll talk about it. He used to look out because we were living together. I live with my family. And they would look out and they would see I had a laptop in my lap inside the car while I was podcasting. I was trying to do podcasts. And I sat in the car because it was the best sound booth I had. I had kids and stuff. It didn't have a great spot for it. And they would laugh because it would be like 9:30 at night. It was the only time I could do it. I was teaching at the time, and I'd do the dad life. And then it'd be, late night. All right, they're asleep. Now let me go work. And I'd go podcast the car, and I'd have that like computer blue screen on my face in the driveway. Like, can you imagine being a neighbor? Oh, there goes Donuts out to his car with his Chromebook and his little microphone. It's like, how did I get on this topic? This is, if you've been watching me all week, you understand. And I digress. Back to the picks. I don't need to go down this list, but oh, yes, that's right. I'm nothing without you. That's where I started. Now I am in an office. All right. It took me 9 years to get here, and seeing 990 people on YouTube 10 minutes into the show is humbling and gets me going a little bit. So I'm pretty jazzed up right now. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine looking out? Like, what if I was your neighbor? Oh no. I digress counter 1. No, it's beginning. I love it. I'm making, I should make, I digress swag. Just give it away with my viewers. All right. We're up to 1,011. That is, I am shook right now. I am very much shook. Let me take a deep breath. Meech Clark. What a name. Like Mitch Carl. You and me, man. Kindred spirits. You're a good man that helping us make better picks. There's a lot of hardworking fathers out here. They're just trying to provide for the families. And of course, we love sports. And of course, we love sports. Oh, double banger right there. Thank you so much for that. Very, very kind and very generous. You just bought a little breakfast for my wife and I. Next time I take her out on a Friday or a Thursday when we have a chance, kids are at school, coffee and a donut on Meech. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So here's my thoughts. This 6-leg parlay, while it's a plus 455, there's two ways I think we could probably run this out there. Number one, you could use like a FanDuel boost, DraftKings boost. I had the ghost leg parlay because I'm a degenerate and I threw 100 down on my Thursday night football parlay, cashed that bad boy. That was a 4-leg plus 390. That's what it was. But that cashed, right? So I've got this today, and the ghost leg, unfortunately, is only a 50 spot. So I'm running this out. This isn't like an official thing or anything like that. It's just me being a degenerate. This is the DGen show. The degeneracy that you will see for the next 2 hours is very much alive and well. You're going to get me doing just so many random things today. It's not even funny. And a lot of it will come from the VIP takes, but most of it is just me scratching the itch. That's it. There's nothing more. There's nothing less to it. So can you guys give me 1 second? I need to take a photo. I mean, this is surreal to me. 13 minutes into the show, 1095. And there it is. This is like one of those moments I get to take that and send it to my parents and my wife at some point here. So thank you for that. Thank you very much. Green Bay Packers money line. I like them on the road today. Cleveland could cover at home. But honestly, I mean, we're talking about just totally different weight classes, a heavyweight versus a featherweight right here. People thought the same thing about the Ravens and Brownies last week, and then the Ravens hung another 40 points on them. I could see something similar happening. Like they're just not the same ball club here. Penix Jr. versus man, I'm literally shook with the views. My sincere apologies. Falcons are just a better team. Bijan's going for 100 plus yards today, potentially 2+ touchdowns. Danny Dimes, totally new quarterback right now with this team. Jonathan Taylor certainly is helping him out. That offense looks pretty darn good out there for Indy. They're a better team than the Titans. I don't like that they're on the road, but I will take it. Seahawks at home against the Saints, an inferior opponent. Bucks against the Jets at home, inferior opponent. I saw Tyrod Taylor love this week. We know what Tyrod is. Everyone has game film on him at this point. He's like 35. He's been a journeyman throughout his career. The Bucks are the better team, and they're at home. I think way too many people are overthinking that one. Could the Bucks cover the spread? Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'm on the money line here, though. I think they win at home here. Chiefs, statement game, Sunday Night Football. I am going to be making a nice Sunday Night Football parlay for everybody. I think that's a really solid way to do business. And the first part of that parlay is going to be likely having them cover -5.5, or just taking them outright in the money line. And then Patrick Mahomes, some type of touchdown prop, whether I have him for an anytime touchdown for the 3rd straight week, which we've cashed twice over a +500 and then a +480 last week. They moved his odds to +315, I want to say, this week. It ain't low enough yet. Still nice long odds on a guy who I think will still continue to run the ball inside the red zone because nobody can get open. No Rashee Rice. There's no Xavier Worthy. Patrick Mahomes is going to run the football. He had 4 rushing touchdowns to close out the season last year in the last 6 games. And he has 2 through 2 games this season. And he's always been one of those guys where, if he wanted to, could probably run for 500 yards a year. He's got some legs, man. He's got some legs. He's got some real nice legs. Sorry. He can go out there and run for all the yards he needs to at any given time. And you see this happen all the time on 3rd down, man. This guy just runs for 15, 20 yards a pop. This is the parlay pieces cheat sheet. This, my friends, has been an absolute banger. And I go out on my own. That's not a bad idea, man. For the parlay tonight, the premium parlay, I absolutely can build that out. That you might have just nailed one of the legs for it. I appreciate that. The parlay pieces, I see a lot of these on the internet, and they're cool. I love them. Much nicer looking than mine as well. And I'm not dogging anybody else's. My goal of the parlay pieces, though, is to give you actual usable pieces. All right. So it's I think 3 or 4 of these are -170 to -200. Then there's a few more that are like minus 250 and minus 300. And then you've got two, I believe, that are like minus 420 and minus 500. I can't remember which ones. You can use it. Now, this photo, if you want to, you can also use like Gambly Bot, those things. You can actually use it and it'll make a slip. And guess what I did? I did it. I was like, what's the slip look like? You know, how is this? What are the odds? A plus 3361. All right. A plus 3361. Oh my gosh. You guys are too nice. Savage. Look at them pipes he's got. Man, give me that arm. My wife's bringing me more than a coffee, you know? Appreciate that very much, though. Thank you so much. Another breakfast served up by my community members. Thank you very much for this. Thank you, Savage. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kyle Waldy, let's go Chiefs. Yeah, they're probably getting their first dub. No doubt about it. Appreciate you so much, man. You are really popping off today. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, is this too blurry? All right, let me do everyone a solid. Hey, chat, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you want the Gambly link for the 10 legs. Just raise your hand. I'll go make this on the side and I'll drop it in chat. Or if you're like, don't take that, it's going to take you 2 minutes, Donuts. Don't do that. Just talk through the plays. I'll just talk through the plays if I have to. Oh, one thing I have not asked for today. Almost 20 minutes in the show, you would think I know how to do this in year 9 or whatever it is for me. 2016. Yeah. If you could do me a favor and like the video, that would tremendously help me on YouTube. Oops, should have said that at the top of the show. If you could like the video, that would be a tremendous help. Help me grow the channel. Thank you very much. You are already helping me here. My goodness, man. My goodness. 1,230, man. You guys are making me freak out a little bit every time I look at it. Oh, okay. Let me grab this link for you. I'm happy to give it to you. Literally, if there's anything I can do for you all today, you're getting it. Jeez. This is nuts. All right, there it is. So I've got some notes here. I had posted this for Discord. So whatever, you get the full thing. There it is. Oh no, it was so long it went into 2 comments. Hold on. All right, here you go. Whew. Y'all making me sweat. Like the nerves are real right now. Oh my goodness. And I think I can get a nice photo here if I just do this in another. There we go. Save image. All right. Un momento, por favor. I'll slide the image up on screen too. I did share that in chat. There we go. All right. Yeah, we did it live. Hey, it might have been a little clunky, but I know you don't care. You're degenerates with me. You're here to try to make some money. So there you go. We could talk through them real quick. Lamar Jackson, 2+ passing touchdowns. Going to be Monday Night Football. That one had a hit rate that was crazy. And let me close that blurry thing out. That was pretty blurry as I looked at it up on the show. 16 of 18 games, and he's 23-2 against the NFC. I've seen that stat floating around. It's pretty cool to see. That's like an epic record. He's also pretty darn good on prime time. So Lamar Jackson, 2+ passing touchdowns. I'll probably make my own. By the way, you know what's an interesting parlay? How about Lamar with Amon-Ra St. Brown? I mean, listen, this is a Sunday show. And first off, second off, third off, wherever we are in their offs, Monday morning, 9 a.m. I am here Monday and Thursday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Ask yourself this question every morning. Hey, is there NFL being played today? If the answer is yes, I am live at 9 a.m. right here. Super simple. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. If there's not NFL, you get a video. I always take care of you in some way, shape, or form. You're getting a video or you're getting a live show every single day right here on this channel. So thank you for being a part of it. The Lamar Jackson and Amon-Ra St. Brown for a Monday Night Football parlay. I cannot wait to do parlays tomorrow morning. I mean, it's going to be nuts. 53.5 point total. Started at 51.5. Moving 2 points? I mean, that's crazy. So, anyways, Lamar and Amon-Ra St. Brown is a minus 125 on its own. And I get it. I'm here for Sunday football too. I'm going to get back to Sunday, but that is what a way to start a lay. And throw the trends away. I mean, I just like the bet as it is. If you were to remove any of these today, maybe Ladd McConkey would be the guy, and Jackson Smith-Njigba. Now, I should probably also talk about him really quick. And I'm happy to show this. This is a VIP pick that I posted a few days ago. Lucky you, you get to see how the look. This is from OddsShopper. This is where I post my picks. And then what I do is I take a photo of my pick posted on the app, and I repost it inside my Discord channels. So no matter where you are, you get access to it. I had a beautiful write-up, all sorts of data on backing the play. I love the line. And then late yesterday afternoon, a couple days later, and I have not seen this before other than for things like COVID and the flu. He popped up on the injury report for illness. If you are a member who's just tuning in, I ain't touching this with a 10-foot pole if I were you. I'm just not. This is one of those things where it's like, news cycle got me. I ain't going to hide. I'm not going to hide this. I wouldn't touch it. I don't want anybody to bet on somebody who popped up with the flu on a Saturday. Just conjecture. I don't know what his actual illness is, but I ain't never seen anybody go on the injury report for a head cold. It's like, they've got a respiratory illness, fever, whatever, like stuff like that. You see them pop up in the past, and they usually write like COVID, but who knows? He's just there with illness now. So JSN, I probably would take him off that parlay list. That means that parlay link that I dropped you, I'm not entirely sure I would play this one right here, the 60 plus receiving yards anymore, regardless of how well it's done, how it's gone, how much Sam Darnold clearly loves the guy. I ain't touching it. Now, the touchdown list here. It's time to move on. Now, a lot of this stuff is stuff I've posted throughout the week, but I don't tell anybody how to use it. I'm just like, here's some information. And then the Sunday morning stream is me talking about like, here's some suggested parlays. Let's be a degenerate. And that's my goal here. All right. And then, of course, the last hour, we're close to it right now, is question and answer, and then just degeneracy hour. First full week with donuts. You hit on Thursday for me. Let's see what you got for the week. All my bets are based on your advice. Hey, I love that. I love that. I mean, listen, hopefully it's this, give me more of this. Back-to-back NFL and college football sweeps Thursday night. And the beautiful part is because, by the way, YouTube, 112,000 views over the last 48 hours. That is like the amount I used to get in a month. Like, life is changing dramatically for me right now. And I have, like, every single one of you have decided to tune in this morning. It's because of you that it's changing. So thank you. I'm going to belabor that point. I'm going to thank you way too many times to the point where you're slightly annoyed, but I don't know how else to express my gratitude other than just continuously say it. Listen, if we were in person, you're getting a high five, a hug, I'm buying you coffee and a donut. Thank you so much. But, listen, what made me feel so good, I literally was so thankful. I was, my nightly prayers was like, oh, thank God, thank you for, helping me deliver for all these new people, because I get nervous. I'm not used to so much limelight. And I know it's small in the grand scheme of life, but for me, that level is was unfathomable a week ago. So for me, it's a lot of pressure. So when I see so many new people watching shows, which then means more people are signing up, and then I happen to go 3-0 Thursday, 3-0 Saturday for college and NFL. Yeah, that's a stress reliever. So I feel better. I feel better today. Not as much pressure on my shoulders, other than just the show, as I was prepared for a larger viewing, but not prepared for this much. This is unreal for me. I'm missing so many comments. I am so sorry. There are just so many people. Lemon Tiki, thank you so much for that. My goodness. Oh my. Oh, he did it again. Savage, my guy. Thank you very much. Like the video, show some love. Kyle, don't you help me win money? Definitely don't mind returning the favor. Thank you, Kyle. CG, my man, I love you, dude. I love you. I love seeing you around Discord. I love what you do for Odd Shopper too, buddy. Lifelong Browns fan here. They suck. Have a day, D. Listen, you'll have your time in the sun, my friends. I was a Bills fan all my life. Grew up in the 90s thinking, hey, Bills are going to be great forever. I mean, you're 7, 8 years old. Of course they will be, right? Nothing changes in life when you're 7. This is all constant forever and always. And then to watch them go 20 years of being horrific or nothing more than below average was rough. And good luck to you, my man. You'll have your time too. You'll get your Josh Allen at some point. Lemon Tiki, thank you very much for that little tip. Another coffee and a donut right there. Thank you very much, Adriel. Y'all too goated. Thank you so much for everybody's love today. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is too much. This is too much. Whew. I'm taking a minute here today. I'm going to do this. Thank you so much, Frosty. Like, I might lose some views while I do it, but like, I'm going to take a minute to like observe with some perspective. This is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. I'm taking another photo. Mom and dad are getting another one. I don't care. I don't care if it's a nerdy thing. Like, I am overjoyed right now. I am overjoyed. Yeah, this is a nerd move. I don't care. Whatever, man. I can be a nerd. I am a nerd. I'm gonna be myself. Yeah, but thank you for that. Touchdown parlay. I know you're all here and make one, so let's do it. Let's do it. I think we need to. I think the one spot here that maybe you could leave off would be Josh Jacobs. And I actually did a little write-up because people, someone asked me the other day, it's like, oh, yeah, you post this, but you never recap it. Well, yeah, I do inside Discord. Listen, I what do you want me to do? Just full recaps everywhere? I mean, that's so freaking hard. That is so hard. I posted my favorite 5 inside Discord. I'll talk about a few of them. Here was the recap. So somebody asked the other day, and I'm like, okay, let me write this up. Let me write this up so I can show it on the show. Done this for 2 weeks. 7 of the top 10 cashed in week 1. 8 of the top 10 cashed in week 2. 15 of 23 overall in week 1, highlighted by a plus 223, plus 220, plus 500. Last week, 15 of 22 cashed, plus 220, plus 160, plus 480. I'm not kidding. This season has just been insane. I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, with how well weeks 1 and 2 went, to be backed up by a 3-0 Thursday and then a 3-0 sweep yesterday, I mean, it's surreal. It's surreal. It's hard for me to wrap my head around just how long this heater has gone. And, I think that, of course, helps the shows, when I'm doing really well. But here's my parlay that I put together. And I've come to a point here where I'm seeing the views today, and I'm like, what? Let me just repay everybody. Like, that's it. I feel so overwhelmed with joy this morning that I just want to be like, hey, thank you. Here. Does this help? Thank you. Take this. I'm like that, take home this tray of food. Thanks for coming to my party. I feel like that's what I'm trying to do right now. Like, I just want to help the best that I can. Here they are. We'll zoom in a little bit. Bijan scoring today. He got vultured by Tyler Algier last week. Josh Jacobs, 12 games, streak on the line. They're going to try to get there. Jalen Hurts anytime. 14 of 19 games. Most consistent guy in the NFL, essentially, at least at the quarterback position. Jonathan Taylor scoring for the Colts, second in the league in red zone opportunities. Bucky Irving's getting the end zone. Home teams favored often have touchdown equity in the running back spot. There you go. 5 legs plus 1,000. All right. We got some new picks to make. We're actually going to use a few different things here while we are going through the stream. Today, we'll be using mysburyedge.com, where I will research all the betting lines and the odds. This is also where I'll click on player names and go do research in here. I talked about this one on the stream, 27.5 for his pass attempts. Wow. Minus 128 on DK. Look at that. I mean, 26.5 BetMGM is also interesting. You know, you're getting plus odds. That's a really good line. I mean, it doesn't matter either. You can click 26.5. You can click 27.5. The hit rate does not change regardless of the line. This team opened up the season throwing the football last year, and then they stopped. And they're like, let's just give Saquon Barkley 25 touches per game and play really efficient offense. And since then, my guy just continues to go under. That's crazy. 11 of the last 13 home games. Game against the Rams, I mean, I can't see this being a game that he has to chuck the ball a ton. It's two efficient offenses. You won't get a lot of incompletions and things like that. So you're going to have the clock continuously running. Played them last year, and I think we see a similar game, 22 pass attempts in that game. I could easily see the under 27.5. Oh, you guys can't see past my dome. The under 27.5 hitting for DraftKings. So, we're going to do research on the site. I think we should bop over here because we need to go through Underdog. We're going to look at Novig today on their new desktop. We're going to take a look at FanDuel and see what we got over here. And then same thing on DraftKings. We'll look at the boost and see if we can make some parlays. Because there are so many people here ready to start making some picks and stuff, I think that we should probably just pretty much jump into the degeneracy segment. I know that's what you're here for. You know? I know that's what you're here for. You watched all of the analysis all week. You did. You watched the analysis all week. You're ready to rock. You know, it seems like if there's this many people here, you probably watched the 3 YouTube videos this week and you're ready. You're ready. So let's talk player props. Let's talk our underdog picks, and let's get to work, my friends. Let's get to work. Let me take a sip of coffee. Mm. 30 minutes in, man. Oh my goodness. I love y'all. 1,500. I mean, last year I peaked at 300. So you want perspective of why I'm trying not to just freak out. There you go. Goodness. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's get to it. I'm just bringing up my show notes. I had notes over here. Hey, thank you so much for that. Thank you. I got my show notes, popping them up so I can build out some good lays. Hopefully that sweeping coverage to start the show was helpful for you. I gave away a lot, you know? Hey, let's go. About to double it up? Hey, let's do it, man. I love it. You took the Mahomes anytime touchdown. Let's finish today's show talking Sunday Night Football and build out a parlay together or something, okay? Let's do it. Appreciate that, Donkinator. Let's go. Bang, bang. Hey, can I take a breather? Whew. Oh, man, it's free, right? It's a free show. I need a breather a little, yeah? I let her just talk for 30 minutes straight. I gave away 3 parlays. All sorts of picks. Every once in a while, I just need a second. You'll see me stop, sip my coffee, kind of chat for a second. I just need it. I need to, So it's a breather. It's like running wind sprints, talking this much. I'm out of shape. I'm 41. I got 2 kids. This is exercise. I'm at a standing desk. You know how tired I am? Oh, boy. Raise your hand if you think Saquon's having himself a day today. I do. We haven't really seen that explosion yet. For a guy who just ran for 2 billion yards. Hey, thank you, Maddie. Yeah, I did. I don't know. I probably did 3 or 4. Push yourself. I love it. Yeah, okay. I love my degenerate community, man. Thank you, Brandon. Push yourself. Heels, push yourself. I don't care if you're tired. Saquon's popping off today. I thought about it earlier this week, and I was like, I should probably just be slamming Saquon bets. Yeah, I feel you, underdog. Efficient. RB1. That's what he's been so far. Efficient. All right. 22 touches, 84 yards. Has 24 touches, 94 yards. So 22 and 24 touches. Like, if they are going to continue to give Saquon Barkley 20 plus touches, I mean, he's exploding. One of these games coming up, he's going to remind you of his 2,500 yards last season. And what I like about the rush and receiving, it just takes one touch. You know, it takes a 30-yard catch. It takes a 60-yard run. Like, the absolute explosion is coming. And I think, I think you could go with like the rush at 92.5 is fine. I'm not going to say anything's wrong with that. Not at all. I mean, let's just look at Saquon real quick, right? I want to look at all his markets and we'll do it together. Do I need to zoom in too? No, it looks okay if you're on TV. All right, so here's all Saquon's markets. And I want to look at his yardage. So receivings, 15.5, 14.5. Longest rush, 18.5. Rush attempts, 20.5. Let's just pop over his player card. I'm going to look at his combined yardage. So playoff spurt, I mean, $123, 232, 122. Hey, by the way, LA, 232 against them last year in the playoffs. And then hold your horses, hold the phone. All right. Here's rushing receiving last year. Here's LA in the regular season. 302 yards against LA in the regular season. And 250 against LA in the playoffs. He ran for over 200 yards outright in both games against the Rams. I am fairly certain I've kind of screwed up by not hammering this line for VIPs. Now, what I do weekly is I am very much a quality over quantity sports bettor. I would rather put a higher unit on fewer plays than watering down my unit size and playing 20 plays. I also think the VIP experience is easier when there's only 4 to 5 plays to tail. I mean, Thursday Night Football had 3, 2 straight picks and a 3-leg parlay. Cash, College Football Saturday, 2 straight picks and a 4-leg parlay. Cash, very easy to tail. You're not trying to enter 14 different bets. Now I'm already at 5 and I think a parlay or 2 for Sunday. So I feel like I've kind of reached my VIP limit. That being said, if I were to slam down more plays of any kind, this right here would be one of them. And it has nothing to do with the matchup. Listen, LA has been a good defense so far, but you know what? Partially, remind me of their second game. The first game was Texans, 14-9. Texans offense we've seen through 2 weeks just falling flat in their face. They got no gas, nothing out of the backfield. Teams are taking the top off the defense, and no one can throw the football. They had 4 20-yard passes in the first quarter and a half, and then the defense just took out the air from the football in the second half, and nobody could move the ball down the field, and Houston fell apart. So what happened? What happened in week 2? Can someone remind me? Who did the Rams play? Who they shut down? Titans. Another bad defense. So we are seeing offense, excuse me. We are seeing, Rams defense looks great. Stats are great, but context behind the stats is more important than anything else. We've seen them beat up on 2 teams that probably should beat up. By the way, Jags Texans today. We'll talk about them soon. And now we're getting a guy who popped off for, what did we say? 302 against LA, 26 carries, 255 yards rushing, 4 catches for 47 yards, 302 total yards against them. And then he goes against them in the playoffs, runs for 205, has another 4 for 27. Like, clearly, my man hates Los Angeles. Like this, that's insane. So why did I not bet on him this week? And then one of my favorite parts about betting on players too, when we bet on like a player like that, it's like he didn't explode in weeks 1 and 2. So, the public is not betting on him as much today. They're down on Saquon. That's the best reason to be high on him. Well, the public goes this way. I never want to go with them. I'm going to go that way. Scared money don't make money. If everyone's out on Saquon, I'm in on Saquon. And I'm telling you right now, as I belabor the point, I don't care. I belabor this point. I am not going to be able to post this because I have my own, like, hey, 4 or 5 max VIP picks in a parlay. And I still have to do Sunday night football picks and parlays. Like, for me, it's going to be a lot of volume for the day. I don't want my VIPs to get overwhelmed. I'm already 6-0 in the week. I don't want them to give back their profit trying to tail 10 plays. But if I were to add another, you're looking at it right here. Like chat, watching, 2,673, 1,700 people on YouTube. If you are watching right now, this would have been a VIP play for me had I not already reached my unit limit. I love it. I woke up that way. In fact, I think this is probably a game that we could run out a parlay of some sort. I mean, Puka Nacua, shoot, you guys want to look at Puka? I mean, there's no real reason why we shouldn't be looking at Puka or laddering Puka as well. Laddering him. Yeah, you heard me. Laddering his yardage. I mean, goodness. Puka Nacua's receptions is at 6.5, and it's juiced. Hold on. It's juiced to the over at 6.5. But his yardage is at 83. Puka, a higher implied probability that he racks up 7+ catches today. And you telling me he's not going to get 84+ receiving yards? What? Who decided that was a good line? 8 catches, 91, 10 for 130. This ain't new. Playoffs against Philly, 14 targets against Philly, 6 for 97. Oh, guess what? He played Philly earlier. 13 targets, 9 catches, $117. He dominated them in 2 games. So many targets, 13 and 14 targets. It's crazy. Stafford loves the dude. If he's healthy, he's good for it. And my favorite part of taking these yardage bets is, I don't want, right, that's what I mean, man. We're looking at a guy with a high implied probability finishes with 7 catches today, and we don't like him for 90+ yards. And I've talked about this in other shows before. I don't like to bet on yardage, volume-based plays unless I'm getting somebody that can slam a direction, right? Let me give you an example. Like, I'm not betting on a basketball player to score over 20.5 points if he usually finishes at 22, 23 and rarely scores 30+. Will I bet on Shai Gilgeous Alexander, Shea, at over 29.5? Yeah, because, 30% of his games, my dude's scoring 36, 37, 40 points. Yeah, I'm taking his overs. Puka, Saquon, when they go over, they are often way over. It's not 83.5 yards and he'll finish with 85, 90. No. I mean, look, 106, 123, 117, 162, 129, 97. This year, 130, 91. 91's kind of close. But how many 100-yard games do we have there? That's what I mean. Same thing with Saquon. I'm taking 111.5, but how often is this guy going off for, 130, 150 yards? Let me answer a question here. So what you're watching me use is my Betting Tools website. I barely market it. It is there if you'd like to use it. It has a bunch of optimizers, Novig optimizer, math-based betting picks. You can do the research you saw me using. Bijan Robinson right now on Novig. Hey, here's a freebie. Stick around long enough, you're going to get freebies. Bijan Robinson, anytime touchdown on Novig right now, best place to play it. You see the -178 odds. You can see my book or my tool has scooped that up for you. -178. You can't see it. I'm on the half screen. Bijan, best play on Novig right now based on math. All right. So, yes, you can use the website. It's got betting models on it as well. I can't show these right now. They're VIP. You can use the Trends and Insights tool. This is probably my least favorite thing on the site. I'm not a trends better. I think they have a place. They help you research, but I don't think they should be like an answer sheet. But anyways, yeah, that's there. MySprayers.com. That is its own product, though. That also needs to be said. That's its own product. The VIP picks, that is different. I have different staff for both products, if that makes sense. So here's the two links if anybody is interested and wants to check them out. I'm not pushing. I don't want to be a salesman today. I just want to help people and win some money. Oops. Here's the one link. And here you go. Here is the other link. Bang. Oops. Bang. Bang. And CG, thank you so much. Thank you so much. JSN is Jackson Smith-Njigba for the Seattle Seahawks, an elite wide receiver who's elevated his game this year. Elite wide receiver. I mean, heck, if nobody here believes in the Panthers or Bryce Young, and you like Michael Penix Jr. today, I mean, you should, and the Falcons. I mean, there's a nice little money line parlay. This is something you've seen me talk about in these shows too. Anytime you get these running backs with a juiced line, if it's a team I also like to win, I mean, I got no real reason why I'm uncomfortable taking a parlay with the touchdown and the money line. Like Josh Jacobs and the Packers, James Cook and the Bills, which was one of my VIP picks. Trying to think who else. Henry and the Ravens. What does that one look like? Let's look at Henry and the Ravens. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. Saquon and the Eagles. I mean, it's running back equity with some of these teams I think will win. Jonathan Taylor with the Colts. Like, they're the easiest little parlays. I love doing it. I think it's totally underrated. I don't see enough people doing it. Niners, you can go CMC and money line. Ravens with this might not be that good because Derrick Henry's so juiced. Yeah, minus 142. But hey, listen, it's whatever. Random thoughts are just rolling out for you. Man. Whew. 1743. Y'all the best. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, listen, anytime I can give out a link, I'm in. Those links are helpful for people to make picks. All right, let's move on. So Puka yardage, totally in play. I mean, heck, you could ult it if you're running out like a little two-piece action for this game. I can't even see payouts, though. I can't play this in New York, but still, by all means, do whatever you'd like here, my friends. But this was the first game on the board. There's a lot to like here. Kyren Williams, bounce back spot, too. Kyren Williams for rushing yards, I mean, that's another one. Like, Kyren at 60.5. And what I do not like doing, and I also will tell you right now, I do not like betting on multiple players in the same game, because if you have a bad game script, everyone's cooked. Everyone. He's cashed 60+ rushing yards both games. He did it both games in the playoffs. He did it against Philly, had a $106. Here's the regular season last year. Guess what? He had 72 against Philly. Yeah, I mean, so 2 playoff games, right? 2 playoff games, 2 regular season games this year, and 13. So that's 17. Oh my gosh. That's 17 of the last 18 games that Kyren Williams has 60+ rushing yards. And his line is at 60.5. Maybe I'm falling into a trap here. And maybe this is indicative of the fact that the game's going to go under, but it feels like we've got so many low lines for this game. And now I just need to go look if we can put together a parlay here. So what if we started with Jalen for a tutty? We can take total yards for Saquon. We'll put him at $110. We can go receiving yards for Puka. We'll put him at 80. And then rushing prop over here for Kyren, we'll put him at 60. I mean, there's a lot to like there for a quick plus 1,100. This is the DGen show, essentially. All week you get analysis, Sunday mornings, you get the degeneracy. I don't know how else to say it. Sunday mornings, this is the degen time. This is the type of thing I like to put together. You know what else is a really interesting play? It's a totally underrated prop. It's very juicy for a reason. Can I put it in there if I can find it? Interceptions. Okay, let me find it. I want Jalen Hurts under half an interception. Maybe I won't. Oh, I mean, that's a plus 1,500. Let me zoom it in one more time. Chat, degen time. What do we think? Chat, what do we think? Before we move to another game, another idea. I mean, we looked at just the first game there and bang, there we were. Watching from Maine. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Like, yes. Low probability you're cashing a plus 1,500, but this is my favorite way to do it. I'm scripting it out. A back and forth game, a shootout, where the Stars are doing what they do. They show up and do their normal stuff. Part of me looks at this and says, you know, I could run this parlay and have a shot at this cashing. And if it doesn't, well, then the under 45.5 point total might be the way to run it. Like if the over hits, this could happen. If the under hits, this ain't happening. But then again, under 45.5, maybe that's your original play, but this is your hedge. A little sprinkle on the parlay. Thank you so much. Twitter right now, 1.1K watching, 4 retweets, 14 likes. YouTube, thank you very much. Let me refresh you real quick. You are at 745 likes, 1,793 watching on YouTube. Thank you very much for everything. Blake Corum with the vulture at the goal line last week was an absolute gut punch for Kyron Williams touchdown picks. That was a tough one to watch. Blake Corum got a few goal line carries this week. Josh Jacobs, anytime touchdown with the Packers. Listen, if Jacobs hits that 12th game with a rushing touchdown, I think the Packers likely are winning this game. Their defense is so good. Cleveland's offense has 17 and 16 points through 2 games. Let me zoom in here. Again, like, do I want to take Josh Jacobs as an outright? No. Do I want to take the Packers outright? No. Juiced, way too juiced for both sides. But I don't mind this. If Jacobs doesn't score, I think the Packers might get stunned here. If the Packers win, I think Jacobs probably had a good chance that he scored the football. And on top of that, if the 16-point and 17-point Cleveland Browns offense shows up again against this defense, they're scoring 7 points, 10 points. And that probably means Flacco turned it over another 2-3 times. They punted 3 and outs over and over again. And the Jacobs side, the offense getting extra possessions because of that elite defense. Yeah, I think that's a nice little parlay, minus 117. Other than that, I want nothing to do with the Cleveland offense. I want nothing else to do with the Green Bay offense. Atlanta and Carolina. We've already talked about Bijan. I've talked about how I don't mind the parlay. Even the minus 178, math-wise, was a great play on Novig. Indy and Tennessee. I've talked about Jonathan Taylor. Tennessee side, I think really the only other thing I'm looking at is going to be the long reception for Calvin Ridley. He had the target opportunity in week 1, did not connect with Cam Ward. Week 2, they cashed this. And he continues to get the targets. 8 in a tough matchup against Patrick Surtain. Now, they're inefficient. 6 targets, 3 for 57 against the Rams, but he did have that 21-plus yard catch. Yeah, Ollie Gordon stealing the touchdown from Devon Achane on Thursday Night Football was tough too. That was tough. You ain't wrong, my friend. You are not wrong. College football. Oh man, can I help him? Let me log into Discord on my mobile browser. Let me show you. I gotta clear out if you ever are like, why isn't Donuts looking at his DMs? I got 20 sitting there. I can't. That's why I have the help channel. up here. Okay. you gotta reach out to me at me right there. At me right there. What am I clicking on? College football picks. Right here, buddy. Posted notes yesterday. This cached. I haven't updated there. Very busy this morning. When you guys join, just if you're joining for me, I don't know how else to do it. I mean, I put all donuts channels under the DFS and donuts category. Models are labeled, contents labeled, picks are labeled. Even got a little cash emoji, college football picks, cash emoji. Got the little college cap right there. This is for football, sports. There are emojis. You know, here's baseball, here's basketball. I don't know how else to do it. Then you get some extra staff channels, you know, like Opto EV picks last week, 7-0, clean sweep for his picks. Fire is wow. He popped off again last night. This guy, I can't find it. I don't want to show his premium today, but he was on a 52-25 run. I think I've organized Discord pretty well, but you know, if you ever are like, hey, I need help, just ask for help in the chat channel. Okay. Colts first road game division matchup. I don't think Danny Dimes goes 3-0. There's a few games this week that I think are likely touch and go. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. 100%. Nothing cute about it. Nothing special. It's boring. But boring is effective. I don't know how else to say it. Boring is effective. There's two. Yes, it does look clean. I mean, that's finally, right? There's just so many cappers, so many channels and stuff. So there it is. That's the link. Once you sign up, it's pretty simple. You just click on a little profile circle in the top right of the OddsShopper platform. And then it says manage subs. Click that and connect. Where was I? Ridley for the hire, I think it's fine. Daniel Jones, I think I'm slightly just a believer of the Colts. You know, they were pretty much a quarterback away from competing last year. And then Anthony Richardson didn't show up. But everybody liked Anthony Richardson and the Colts team last year to win the AFC South. And what's changed? I think everyone was dogging them because of DJ for Danny Dimes, but he's showing up. By the way, Danny Dimes, 20-plus completions, has cashed in 10 of his last 12 starts. Both games this year with the Colts, 8 of 10 last year with the Giants. He just keeps completing passes efficiently. Maybe boring football, but it's working. Ja'Marr Chase, I talked about this earlier this week. The only player I'm betting on in this game with Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning would be Ja'Marr Chase. We've seen him cash out a little bit with Jake Browning at 6+ receptions. Receiving yards is going to be hit or miss. He got targeted 16 times last week, though. 14 catches and popped off. Matter of fact, he had 37 yards and 3 catches when Joe Burrow got hurt, which means he racked up 11 catches and 128 yards. Quick math. After Burrow left. So, I mean, out of all the players in that game, I'm least concerned about him. I am concerned about everybody in Minnesota. Last few times we've seen Carson Wentz show up, it's been tough. Let me hide my camera. My beautiful wife is bringing me another coffee. W. Beautiful. Tap that wedding ring to the coffee mug. My two favorite things, my wife and my coffee. It's just kind of nuts, man. I love her. Bringing me coffee in the middle of it. I'll do anything for that woman. Second cup now, man. I'm on number 3. I am struggling. Now, I want to say I'm struggling. Definitely not struggling. Actually got the energy flowing through me. Look at that. I'm doing like a little time thing. I'm going to see it increasing as we go. So we just entered hour number 2. Got over 3,000 watching, 1250 on Twitter and 1750 on YouTube. Thank you all. Yes, that's the play for me. The only play I'm looking at over there for me. would be on Chase over 5.5 receptions. Matter of fact, let's take a look real quick at what his. By the way, when I come back here, I'm just quickly refreshing the page because I want the best odds. We had some issues with our API this past week, and I just want to shout out Odd Chopper and my developer if he's watching. Thank you both so much for all of the help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The dev team, they helped me because I'm just a mess, okay? And I panicked all week, and they were like, we got you. We got you. And they fixed everything. So it's running super fast today. And I think I'm actually going to upgrade yes, they are VIP picks are in my server. I'm actually going to upgrade my thing, okay? Un momento, por favor. Okay. Oh, let's see here. I forgot what I was saying, but Jamar Chase 6+ receptions. I guess the only place is there. It's on FanDuel at -150. You could take like the milestone catches. 6+ would be fine too. You could run 6+. Browning is not only is he capable, but Mike, I think what I like the most is like, did you watch him last week? No fear. And when he screws up, he doesn't care. He just continues to throw the football and like jam it in there. Hey, buddy, I see your comment. Let me help you, Jesse. After you sign up, my friend, after you sign up, you'll have a little menu. This is like I'm showing you wrong screen. You'll have a little menu. It has my little emoji. Just click it. It's going to open up a Pix feed. That's all. And it'll just be like this right here. And you'll scroll and it'll just be a Pix feed. It's not going to show you these. This is the public facing side. But there'll be, 10 alerts in a row here for this week. You'll see all 6 wins for NFL and college football, 6-0. And if you're like, man, I don't want to use this app, well then don't. Because you just said it makes me want to download Tails or whatever. You can use the Tails app if you want like a cell phone alert. Do it. If you don't, click this little circle and then click manage subscriptions. And then you can connect to my Discord. And I already showed my Discord. Super simple. Just, hey, you like the Donuts picks? Just look at the Donuts categories. Was that helpful? Should be helpful. Thank you so much, Jay Stone. Hey, that's not a bad play. What are the odds for that? Jake Browning for a pick? Yeah. Yeah, the dude's a gunslinger. A sloppy gunslinger. Oh, that's a big uh-oh. I'm very scared of that. I covered that earlier today. I would not touch that bet I posted for JSN. I even alerted last night. I was so nervous about it. I said, hey, if you have not put in this JSN bet, run away. I ain't touching anybody who shows up on the injury report on a Saturday with an illness. Heck no. That's like flu or like a chest thing or something. I don't want to touch it, man. I'm not touching any bets really in these games with these backup quarterbacks. I just don't want to. I just think there's better spots to bet on. Yeah. Let's look at some of them. Yeah, I know it sucks, right? Because what are you going to try to cash out? It's some of these books aren't even going to let you cash out. TD Lamb, baby. Yeah, of course. Every week. You know what I like him for? First team touchdown, Christian. Like you want degenerate plays. First team touchdowns ain't a bad way to do business today. I don't mind first team touchdown at all. I said this in 2 of my 3 videos this week that my picks are so hot right now that I am concerned about what happens. I am concerned about what happens when a bad week hits. Like, what's going to happen, man? It's going to be devastating for people. Here's the bet tracking. It will be devastating. Does this look? Can't see the whole thing. I've got a bunch of tabs at the bottom. And here's why it would be devastating, my friends, because, here's all the profit for the year. Last year plus 38.6. So far, we are at 13.4 units profit through my picks through 3 weeks. The NFL model, I can zoom in here. All right. NFL model is cleaning house as well. Player projections plus 4 units, plus 3 units through 2 weeks. Model itself plus 3.87 in week 1, 2.49 in week 2. So game picks, player projections cashed 7.9 units in week 1. Week 2, game picks, player projections cashed 5.51. And then you saw me up plus 13.4 through my premium picks. So what was that? 6.5, 7, 13 units in profit through the model and 13 units through my picks. I am concerned. What happens when we have a bad week? What sucks about NFL betting when you have a bad week, everything I've done for the week will be an absolute fail. So when I'm talking about, 233,000 views on YouTube this week, if my model sucks and my picks suck, all right, it's not like NBA where, you have 3 bad days, a Monday night, Thursday night, and a Sunday night football, right? 3 days of football. If I had 3 bad days of NBA, it's like, whatever, By the 4th day, there's probably a nice pendulum swing back and we win a lot of money, and we get right back into it. But for NFL, like 3 bad days is a whole freaking week. It's tough. So I'm concerned sooner or later, when I finally have a bad day, that the entire week of YouTube's going to just, people are going to be really negative about my show. And Discord would be really upset because that's a week straight. Hasn't happened yet, but it's going to. It's going to. And I want to tell people, and I ain't jinxing myself, I'm trying to speak the truth. Ain't nobody winning 24/7 in betting. And I am positive. I feel great about my picks today. I love them. But I also think that people need to know that just because I am red hot right now doesn't mean that it will stay like that forever and always. I mean, I'm 6-0 this week. I ain't manifesting anything. I got a massive W coming today. I love my picks. I love them. Bucky Irving. I woke up thinking Mike Evans is scoring a touchdown today. I don't have touchdown markets here on Underdog, but if you have that projection, that's a W in my opinion. We've seen Emeka Egbuka. By the way, who watched that touchdown picks video yesterday? I left in. I didn't edit it out. Did you all see me trying to say his name? That was an unedited thing. I literally was like, Egbuka, and I screwed it up like 5 times and left it in the cutting room floor. It made the final cut, and I was like, this is like, let people see me struggle. Yeah, I mean, Sauce might be over there. Just leave it at EE. Yeah, it was a tough one. Is he going to go 3 games in a row not scoring a touchdown? I don't know. I woke up and I was like, Big Mike is scoring a tutty finally. But you know me, I'm still on Bucky this week. I like him for everything. I think Bucky has a massive game. I mean, we are seeing him 18 touches, 23 touches, $121. The running touchdowns haven't come yet. I did have a catch. But he scored in like 7 of the last 8 games or something last year, getting 70% of the snaps. And guess what he's done through the first 2 weeks? It was 77 against Atlanta in week 1. He had 72% of the snaps in week 2. Rachaad White could vulture, I'm sure. But I think Bucky Irving touchdown today is a great play. I want nothing to do with the Jet side of things. I've seen enough of Tyrod Taylor in my career. This explosion is coming soon, too. I don't know when, but we're going to keep an eye on it. He looks way more explosive than Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre's yards came on one big play, like a 60-yard catch, just rumbling down the field. Career best receiving day. But this game is gross. I mean, like if you're making me bet on it, I'm looking at unders. I talked about it already this week. They removed it because of I think probably because of my video. I talked about DK Metcalf under 4.5 receptions. Has been under in both games with Aaron Rodgers, 2 of 2. Jalen Warren unders, maybe total yards, rush attempts, longest rush. Like Jalen has no pop in them legs. He's a great pass catcher, but this is a lot of his game logs. And this is years of watching this, 11 for 30, 14 for 40, catch the ball at backfield very well, but he can't run the football. And this old line is not good. So, and New England's defense held Jonty to 38 yards and Achane to 30. Like they've been pretty good against the run. So maybe Warren unders. Stephon Diggs unders too. Like the explosion is not there. I don't think the upside's there anymore for him. There's not much I like in this game. Let's just keep moving on. Collapse all. This is much better. There we go. Houston and the Jags. Brian Thomas Jr. I want to bet on him, but I think it's a Nico day for Houston. And I think we're finally going to see Travis Hunter score a touchdown today. Over plus 200 odds. He has had, I think, 3 red zone targets this year already, which was interesting to me. Travis Etienne continues to get opportunities, and he's done pretty well with them. So I think he's an interesting play as well. I think his rushing yards might be a little too low, for 16 and 14 carries. And I believe on top of that, what's his face? The backup is injured. So I think his rushing yards, I woke up thinking about that being another interesting play. I'm trying to breeze through kind of my my wake up thoughts because I want to build out some parlays here at the end for everybody. Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't want to touch the Commanders today. I'm a little concerned about them. I had to mute my mic for a second. I had like a little coughing fit. J.K. Dobbins rushing yards today? No, I don't want to touch J.K. against this Chargers defense. Najee really muddied the backfield last week for Marion Hampton, despite the fact that he's way better. I don't really want upside in either offense. They're really the only players I'd be looking at would be like receptions for Ladd out of the slot at like an alt line of 5+ to pair with something else. Keenan Allen for a touchdown due to the long odds. But I mean, even Justin Herbert, I liked him earlier this week for under his interceptions. But he go back and look at his struggles against Denver over the last 2 seasons. And, I don't like to lean heavily on previous year's stuff, but goodness, like this, there's not a lot of change. It's a divisional opponent, and I'm a little leery of that one. What's up, Javad? I need an underdog play for the streak. It's my 7th pick. All right, here's the deal. Question for you, my guy. Do you want anything like an alternate line, or are you going OG lines only until you cash out or cash it fully? That's my question for you. OG lines only? All right. Let's take a look. Excuse me. Coughing. Dang, I don't know. I don't even know if I like Like, I understand leaning on the odds, but I don't even like any of those. Hold on. Do they have 2+ passing touchdowns for Lamar? If you have 2+ passing touchdowns for Lamar, I think that's a phenomenal play this week. At home, under the lights. I am very partial to Christian McCaffrey's receiving yards. I don't know if I have a best bet per se, but we've seen this out of a lot of different pass or quarterbacks over the years for Christian McCaffrey. Doesn't matter who's in there, Brock or not. Just gets peppered. Mac Jones, big check down guy too in New England. Did it last week. I think the receiving yards for Christian McCaffrey's up there is one of my favorites. CeeDee Lamb, long receptions, one of my favorites this week as well. He's cashed in 9 of 9 games with Dak Prescott over the last 2 seasons. Dating back even further, it's like a 75% hit rate. Chicago's defense is wretched right now. Probably one of those two would be my favorite. Out of my picks this week, my morning leans. By the way, Discord, I have 22 messages, 22 DMs. If you could just do me a favor for you 22 DMers, at me in the help channel right after the show, I'll scoop up all your questions. Whatever issues you have, whatever questions you have, I will answer everything for you, okay? I will answer it all. You're going to ladder them again? Hey, oh no. Sean and anybody else who watched the live show, let's do some ladders right now. Let's do it. I had ran the CMC 50+ receiving yards with Justin Fields 50+ rushing yards ladder for like a plus 1,500 on the live show. McCaffrey cashed. Justin Fields got hurt with 49, concussion out of the game for the second half. The dude was a yard away from cashing that plus 1,500 on the Sunday morning live show. Could not believe it. Let's go. Let's ramp up let's do it. Let's start there. Let's ramp up the degeneracy. Let's ramp it up. It's time. It's time. Let's go Puka ladder, 100+. I mean, we could even just run honestly, like we're here. Saquon 100+ rushing. That's a smooth plus 440, nice and easy. I mean, I won't even overthink that one. Puka 100+ yards in play. Let's go down to. I'm going to run it back with receiving yards. There it is. McCaffrey once again. A lot of scrolling. There we go. CMC 50. I mean, low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit. Oh, you played it for 40 with Fields. Nice. Yeah, Kenneth Walker's player props today are very high. 88.5 rushing yards. I looked at this last night. 88.5 rushing yards, I believe, and 18.5 carries. Like, he is way up there. I think this is a really nice looking ladder. I mean, could we add a third in here? Yeah. You know who? It's bounce back, man. But this is a Monday night play. After the abysmal showing from Derrick Henry, basically fumbling away a loss, I mean, that's a plus 1549. I am not ready to bet on Monday Night Football. I will post my VIP Monday Night Football stuff Monday morning show, okay? By the way, I got yelled at in the comments from Saturday's video. People told me that I was highlighting my Sunday morning live show too frequently, and they thought that I was self-promoting too much. I respect your opinions, and maybe I went a little overboard, but I want to try to help people out. I'm giving 2 hours of my time for free, and I'm trying to highlight as much as I can and answer questions and build out some parlays. I'm going to highlight myself. I'm going to talk about my shows. Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, again, right here for Monday Night Football. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. You will get me here every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9 a.m. There it is. There's the self-promotion today. I think this one right here is a really interesting ladder. Let me bring up all the ladderable spots. How about that? And then you guys do what you want with it. How about that? I think that's a cool idea. Chad, are you good with that? Oh, mercy. I'm glad you said something. You don't read your responses. Dude, there are 5 premium picks and a parlay since Friday in the premium. I see you respond to every YouTube video freaking out. Dude, what are you doing? You can use the Discord to see them in the Donuts Picks channel. 3-0 on Thursday, 3-0 Saturday college football. And on top of that, my friend, you can simply just use OddsShopper and look at the picks feed. The picks feed shows the picks. I already showed it on the show. I've showed it. I've showed both on the show. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's there. Yo, thank you so much, Savage. You rock. I believe this is a phenomenal show. I love that you provide so much value for the sub price. Much love. Get to 1,000 likes. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. Much love, man. You brought it today. This is what I don't get. You're arguing with me that my picks are live? No, bro. What do you mean? I know what I mean, there's 9,000 people in Discord that will disagree with you. I don't know what else to say. They're there. Parlays and all. Yes, I did on Friday. Go to the Donuts Picks channel. I can't show them on stream. I don't want to show them on stream because I'm going to show. Actually, you know which one I will show you? The one that I told everybody don't touch. They're even labeled official touchdown parlay of the week, time stamped. Hold on, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Let me get a screenshot. Let me help this guy. I don't want to blast him. I want to be helpful and be kind. I want to be kind. Why am I screaming? I don't know. I get fired up. What do you want? I'm an emotional guy. What do you mean? What? Donuts, why are you having emotions? What do you mean, man? I'm human. Donuts NFL picks. Let me help you. All right. Titled NFL Week 3. Here's one of the picks that went out Friday at 9-something. Then yesterday, I can't show it. I don't want to show it. Titled Official Touchdown Parlay of the Week. A big old okay, got you. A big old title, a photo of the parlay, and a link to enter the parlay. I covered it all. That's in Discord and identical on the OddsShopper app. So, my friend, I understand you're confused. I wanted to take a second to help him, and he might be speaking for others who were confused as well. Inside the Donuts Picks channels, you will find all of my W's, okay? And on the OddsShopper app, you can look at the plays as they come in a picks feed, all right? I know some of this stuff can be a little confusing at times. I want to help one more time, and then I'm going to move on and show you all the ladderable plays to me. So there it is. It's titled. It's under this category. There's a little cash emoji. These are my picks channels. Make money, my friend. 3-0 in college football on Saturday. Whoops. 3-0 on Thursday Night Football Thursday. So there you go. I hope that's helpful. Now, I hope you're good to go now. Let's keep going, though. Let me grab all of the players that I think are ladderable today. Ladder worthy. Saquon, Hondo, Bijan, Hondo. Jonathan Taylor, honestly, probably belonged, but let's leave him out. Kenneth Walker might be in play, too. I mean, he ran angry when he had his opportunity last week. CeeDee Lamb, 100-plus yards. Let me grab him. This is a good segment. We should do this every week. The ladder segment. Oh. Yes, the ladder segment. This is so ideal. I'm going to zoom out just a little so everybody can just see them as they go. This is literally just like the guys this week that I think have upside at their lines. Okay. Oh my gosh, what a comment. You can see it in their toppings. Got a comedian here. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for checking it out today. Appreciate you very much. Let me show you too. So you log in, oddshopper.com. Top right corner, there's a little circle emoji. Okay. Click it. Click manage subscriptions. I can't do this because it's going to show my private info. But if you click that, it'll say DFS and donuts picks, and you just connect Discord. Super simple. Takes 30 seconds. Honestly, it takes 30 seconds. Oh, you don't know what a ladder is? Let me help you, Justin. Oh my gosh. As an ex-teacher, I should have known. I should have known to describe what a ladder is. A ladder bet is when you like somebody at their original line and you think there's a lot of upside. There's a lot of juice left to squeeze in that line. So you could look at a guy like Christian McCaffrey at 30, whatever it was last week, 33 and a half receiving yards. And I said, let's ladder him. I think I said to 60, right? That means we take the over 33 and a half for whatever amount you want. A lot of people will like to do an amount where if he doesn't hit any other rungs of the ladder, you still walk away a profit. So like, let's say you put down, 0.8 units on his over 33 and a half. And then you put down 0.3 units on his 40 plus, 0.2 on his 50 plus, and 0.1 unit on his 60 plus. And then he finishes with like 37 yards. You still walk away with like a little bit of profit. It's not a lot. It's a risk. Okay. So not everybody likes to do them. Or you can use them like this instead and take two players and just take two ladders and parlay them. I kind of like doing that more because what I want to do is like, hey, I love Christian McCaffrey today for his receiving yards. I'm going to put my normal unit allocation down on his receiving yards and let it ride. Okay. But then what I'll do is I'll take two of my favorite players with a ladder and I'll put it together for like a plus 500 or a 3. Or, hey, I mean, I'm not a big round robin guy, but I see people use them. And this is another point. I might as well just talk about it. People who are round robining the like minus 120s, awful. Don't do it. I don't think that's a good way to bet. I don't think round robins are worth it unless you're putting them down for plus odd plays, longer odd plays. Okay. But I digress. These are all the players and their lines where I think they are worth targeting based on upside. It means I think they can get to these lines today. Brock Bowers for yardage would be in play. Is he on the injury report Sunday morning? I know we're getting close to that time where these teams have to start putting them out. Hey, thank you very much. What do I think about Tyler Warren receiving? Ladder worthy, I suppose. All right. What else we got here? Maybe Jamar Chase receiving yards. I mean, heck, with Browning starting, I don't like it, but I see credence to it. I mean, Jamar could pop off, couldn't he? Yeah. He watched him go for 11 catches for 128 last week with Browning. There he is. That was the other one. I had to think through it. CD for another. CD has 100 plus in 2 straight games to start the year. I like it. And then, did I put Derrick Henry for 100? I did. There you go. There's my ladder list. I love that idea. The weekly ladder list. That is cool. The weekly ladder list. Oh, yeah. I would have laddered JSN to 100 plus if he was healthy. I am concerned about a chest cold or a flu or whatever it is. I am concerned. I am very concerned about that. So, I mean, if we come out today and no, Cooper looks shot. I don't know what's up. Chat, did I waste my time or do we like the ladder list? I kind of need feedback here. This is a brand new segment. I've never done it. Did it on the fly. The weekly ladder list. What do we think? Every Sunday? Yes, ladder. Donuts Talk Sports. Yeah, let's go. All right, here comes the chats. Yeah, I know I'm on a time delay. That's why I had to ask for a second. Love it. It's definitely degenerate. No lad on the ladder. Has to do with Surtain. Let's see if Denver's injury list come up. Patrick. It seems to be fine. Is he even on the injury list this week? He left the game for a hot second with an ankle, but I don't even see anything about him being out or missing time. I'm not terribly concerned. I'm not terribly concerned about Pat missing, but that's the thing. Like, I'm slightly concerned about Justin Herbert. I liked his under for interception earlier this week, and the more I thought about it, and I was like, okay, I don't like leaning on like historical matchups, but Denver has, but it's different, right? They are, I mean, we're talking same coaches, same key defensive players, and a divisional team that he faces twice a season. And we've seen Denver get the best of him for like 5 of the last 6 games. I'm a little concerned with Herbert for an interception this week. As much as I liked it in the beginning, I don't know if I like it as much anymore. That's the truth. Wow, we had 1,000 likes. Are you for real? Oh my goodness. You guys are way too kind. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. That's surreal. Oh my word, I'm looking at it now. Thank you all so much. Wow. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're still at almost 1,800. I saw that like 5 minutes ago. I'm so indebted to you guys. It's crazy. Don't you say that. Herbert locked in since snagging a supermodel. Listen, and he's had those long flowing locks. It was only a matter of time. Puka, Hondo, Lamb, Hondo, CMC 50, Saquon for 100, Bijan for 100, almost a plus 10K. Let's go, D-Gens. Alec, bringing the love today. Let's go. Yes, Travis, I did a money line parlay to start the show. Vaughn, there you go, buddy. Money line parlay to start the show. Go back and rewatch. I think it was the first segment. Hey! We got 100. No, we got 1,000 likes. I've never seen anybody with 1,000. I've never had more than a couple hundred. This is crazy. Yes, that's why, Ashley, that's why I'm slightly concerned about, Herbert, despite, how hot they've been to start the season. CG dropping some love in here. Thank you so much for that, buddy. Appreciate that. People use the YouTube membership thing just like a little tip. So thanks for that, buddy. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Jordan Love, 1.5 passing touchdowns. I mean, I got nothing against it. I don't like that Jordan Reed's not there. Jordan Reed's kind of that like big play guy that can catch one, score a touchdown with ease, give him almost a freebie, 40-yarder, 50-yarder. Listen, I mean, these are all longer odd plays. I see that somebody said they round robined it. If 3 of the 6 hit, you profit. But these are lower probability plays in the 40-ish% range. So, don't sit here and be like, hey, I'm about to go 6 for 6. Like the odds of more than half of these hitting are quite low. All right. Keenan Allen for a touchdown. I'm in. Let's go. Rapid fire. Fire up the questions. I haven't even done a Q&A yet. First quarter parlay. I am not very good at those. I just don't play them. I know they're solid. I wouldn't say I'm not good at them. I don't do them. So if I did that, I would just be doing picks for clicks at this point. I don't want to do that. I am personally kind of out on Cooper Kupp until he shows me. Evans touchdown 100%. I woke up thinking similar that he's not going to go 3 games to start the year without it. Chiefs Giants parlay we'll do at the end of the show in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. That's going to be like lead off into Sunday night. Eagles for W. Ooh, Herbert 10 plus rushing. Herbert, dude. Yes, I like Herbert rushing today. I do. I don't know what his actual line is, though. I don't know what his line is. Eagles for the W. Not liking that hook. Yeah, the field goal and a hook is never a fun line to bet on. Bought 1 point off spread to Eagles 2.5 all day with the W. There you go, buddy. There you go. You know what I used to love doing too is it was Eagles money line and Saquon 60 plus rushing yards. I think it was like, listen, it's like a super juiced thing, but I mean, essentially always happened. Like if they win, Saquon was good for 60 yards. Let me see if it'll pop up here. I haven't done it this season, so I have no clue what it's like. Okay, let me get these guys out. Minus 140. Well, what was the 2.5 when you bought that? Oops, game lines. Minus 155. Yeah. I mean, let me show you. Let's, now the wheels are turning a little bit. All right. I'm logged into myspreaders.com. By the way, you want to connect to Discord, click right there. You have any questions? Quick tips right here and a tutorial right here. Let's go look at Saquon 60 plus yards and see if it's still good. I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've done that, last season, but it was a nice one. All right. So rushing yards, he hit 60 in week 1. Playoffs, 118 plus all 3 games. And then let's go full season and type in 60 plus. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, that hit. So 3 of 3 playoffs, 2 of 2 this year. That is 20 of 21 games. Saquon at 60 plus yards. Now, it is a minus 400. You ain't playing it outright. But basically, you are betting that he does what he always does. And that's, stay healthy through the game and pop off for 60 plus. And then the Eagles win. So if you think the Eagles win today and you want to cut that juice, I mean, there you go. There you go. I don't know how we got there, Somebody asked a good question. I just kind of ran with it. Yeah, Seahawks at home. Atlanta, I think, wins. I think Carolina's very bad. Who do I like more to win? KC. Money line this week is like, I hate using the word lock, but can you guys see Patrick Mahomes going 0-3? Like, I get it. Their team ain't the best anymore, but they're not 0-3 either. They're not 0-3 talent. They still got Patrick Mahomes, and it's the Giants. Yeah, they're on the road, Sunday Night Football. It's the Giants. It's Patrick Mahomes. Like a survivor pick, I'm taking them. I had A.J. Brown in my touchdown picks long shot. He was my long shot for the touchdown picks video. Already displayed, buddy. Just join VIP. Just go to like if you're already on the Odd Shopper platform, go to DFS and Donuts picks, and you'll see a feed of them. Or you can click on the top right profile circle and click manage subscriptions and join Discord. This one right here. I'm so zoomed out. All right. Right up here. Circle. Click the circle, manage subs, connect to Discord. Or you can just view them right here on the Donuts Picks page. There's just a live feed of all my picks. And if you download, you don't have to, but if you download the Tails app, they come across in your cell phone like an alert, So it's like I post it, you'll be, pooping. You get an alert, and it'll say, DFS Donuts picks. And then you can click the alert, it'll open it up right into the app. You'll see the plays. So up to you, Everybody gets to experience VIP how they want. Brock Bowers Tutty, yeah, plus 192. I don't mind it at all. Limited practice all week, although I think he might even get pulled off the injury report this week. Apparently, he was moving great. So Brock Bowers' yardage, touchdown today, long catch has been a good one. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind Ricky this week, 4.5 receptions to the over. Daniel Jones rushing yards or passing? I'm not sure I want either, but I do like him for a touchdown. Was like plus 188. He's had 3. Continues to steal touchdowns from Jonathan Taylor. CD for long reception, 25.5 yards. I like it. He's cashed in 9 of 9 games with Dak Prescott last 2 seasons. You see the picks on the OddsShopper app, or you can see them inside my Discord. Just showed that one. We got Packers, Bucks, Colts, Falcons, Broncos, spread, tease 10.5, Cowboys. That's a lot. I don't know. I can't quickly analyze that one. Chad is flying. Oh, my gosh. Eagles team total. I'm concerned about the under today. I think if you are liking the over, that plus 1,500 parlay I built earlier, I think is an interesting play. Herbert, 20-plus rushing yards, ladder to 30. Yeah, he's running hard. No doubt. Pickens receiving yards. I think I'm more apt to ladder CeeDee Lamb. CD with 100-plus in both the first 2 games. I feel like George is there. He's getting targets and downfield targets. But they're just like not on the same page yet. But Savage, I mean, listen, that doesn't mean he can't or he won't. That's just my opinion today. He very well could, He very well could pop off. You know what I like him for, if you're going to run any, it's probably like just a long reception. What's his, at 20-plus on like FanDuel, what's the long receptions? Or what is the actual line? 21.5, 19.5? It's got to be around there. It's got to be around there. Hey, thank you very much, Got him Picks. I mean, the goal is to just be a value every Sunday morning. KC ain't losing to the Giants. I know everyone is saying it, but kind of believe it. Seahawks, Eagles, Atlanta money line of the day. The bird lay. What are the odds for that? Caw-caw. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Let's look at that one. I like it. I like all 3 teams to win. What are the 3 birds? Seahawks, Eagles, Atlanta. All right. Eagles, Atlanta. Are there any other birds? Seahawks. Hey, plus 175. Not bad. Cardinals. The Cardinals are a bird. What do you got against the Cardinals? Ravens. They're a bird. The bird leg grows. No, the plus 735. Am I missing any other birds? I mean, I don't like the Cardinals. But, I mean, I'm always interested in a 5-leg money line parlay for a 735. The bird lay. That ain't, I mean, that's not bad. I do not like. So up to you what you want to do, but that's a fun one. That's a fun one. I don't mind it. That's the degeneracy I'm looking for in the second hour. Who would I like the most for 2 touchdowns today? Let me look at my touchdown cheat sheet. Oh, first name, Bijan. Bijan. Yep. No, dude, I've been doing this for 5 years. What do you mean scam? This is like a large product, I just didn't see your question. What is your question? How to see picks? What do you want me to say? I've showed you. Oddshopper.com. Okay. Literally oddshopper.com. Be logged in. Click the Tails Experts and my picks will be there. You just scroll. Okay. If you don't want to use that, Trudy, listen closely. Top right corner, click the circle, click Manage Subscriptions. You'll see DFS and Donuts picks. If you subscribe to me, it'll be right there. Be a big old button that says connect to my Discord. Go through the prompts. Click, click, click. You're in Discord. You'll see all the channels. No scam going on here, buddy. Life's too short to bother with that nonsense. I mean, here's what it looks like right now inside Discord. There are 20 plus premium. I can't even fit all the premium channels in a photo. You get all my picks in these little cache things here. Here are my models. Pick them. You get staff picks down here. And then you've got a bunch of community channels that degenerates posting all day. What else we got? Second half runner? Yeah, he does. What was it? Last season was the most rushing yards in second half for NFL history, right? That was a pretty cool stat. Yeah, he gone. Bond's gone. Early, mid, late game 3-pack. That's a cool segment. I like that idea. Start with Jacobs. Think he scores. Give me Bijan. You guys come up with great ideas. I got to write notes down here. So we have the ladder segment, the 1 p.m., 4 p.m. parlay segment. So we do a 1 o'clock and a 4 o'clock. What else can we add? Let me think. I'm trying to think quickly. That's the other part. Do it live, you know? This is a cool idea. I don't want to just like throw something out quickly. I want to win you money. All right, let me think. Maybe Puka yardage? What do we think? Just something simple, right? Like we're just looking for a couple parlays. Jacobs, 12th game touchdown. Robinson, I grabbed alt lines, by the way. I mean, you can run out any lines you want, but there you go. I think that's a good 1 p.m. parlay just for a little scratch the itch. I mean, if you like any of those road teams, Atlanta, Green Bay, running out a money line instead, I think is fine. Let me leave that up for another minute, and then let's do 4 o'clock. I love this idea, Doug. And all day after? Oh, boy. That's not a thing I do. I'm not entirely sure what Parlay Picks is, and I have no setup for a free access for my product. Josh kind of lost me. I'm not sure. I don't understand why you all think the Chiefs can't lose. You think Russ is going to pop off? Danger Russ? Mr. Unlimited? Hey, that money line for the Giants is going to be real nice odds. What's up, Four Horsemen? What do I think of Naku over 9.5 targets today? Yeah, I like it. Where can you bet that? Is that underdog? Parlay Picks code. 1 month sub free. Yeah. Josh, I think you're confusing me with somebody. I mean, that's a cool concept. I don't have that. I've never mentioned it. I don't have it. That's not a thing I do. I'm sorry, bud. I hit today off the picks. I'm definitely going in your Viper Discord. Viper. People confusing me? You're a great host. Very in-depth, very functional, gets the crowd involved. Thanks and appreciation. Thank you, Don Juan Julio. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I always wonder because these Sunday shows are very degenerate and they're like, I kind of like bounce around. I go with the flow of the show. So it's not as smooth as like tuning into a YouTube show. You know what I mean? Let me zoom in a little bit. Let's do a 4 p.m. parlay. Let's do a 4 p.m. parlay. A little afternoon slate. Yep, I do. Yep, I got a game model. 11-1 last week, top 12 picks for money line. 7-0, top 7 spreads. Dude, chat, you guys are goated, but there are so many comments. I love it. Ladder segment was a W. Yeah, I'm keeping it. I wrote it down. It's staying in. Harold Fandon, 4+ receptions. Keep it going. Yeah. I mean, back-to-back weeks, 5 and 6 for Flacco. They'll probably have to throw the ball against Green Bay. Indy on the road, 2-0. Yeah, I mean, it's not a great spot. Panthers money line. Woo, calling it. Barkley, 100+, Nico, Chase, Jefferson. What's up, Kaz? Yes, you should. Models up plus 13 units, and my picks are up 13.4 units. Showed both of those in the beginning of the show. Taylor, I got no takes on Tyrod Taylor. Touchdowns I covered earlier in the show. Make sure you go back and watch. I don't know. YouTube, for some reason, has decided to market me, to scoop me up in the algo. I don't know how it happened, but here we are. So thank you all for helping me get here. I've been doing this since 2016. Started podcasting in my car, and then I started writing articles all around the internet. I was streaming on Twitch for 3 or 4 years. I had another YouTube channel for 2 years, I think, or 3 years, and then at 6K it died. So this is my second story here. Donald, thank you so much. Been here 3 days and loving it. Thank you all, man. You guys are the best. Top 3 covering the point spreads. Off the top of my head, geesh. Let me see. Let me see if I can quickly answer. It's going to be a little biased here, but I'll try my best. Seattle. What are they at? 7 now? Probably Seattle. Green Bay 7.5. I just don't think Cleveland can hang. And Dallas was plus 1.5. They were my other favorite. They're favored -1.5. I still like that line. So probably that. Probably those 3. I had to look at my notes. Saquon 2+. Yeah, he's gonna pop. I think he's gonna pop. Today's a huge game for Saquon. Mahomes 50+ rushing ladder. Whoa. What's he been at the last 2 weeks? I talked about it earlier. I think he's running the ball well. I think he's a fine option. Has he been getting that many yards? What did he have? He had 60 last week, though, right? But what was he in week 1? Let me type in Mahomie. Wow, he had 57 in week 1. Nobody can get open. 43 in the playoffs. Like, is this just this is how going to be? Like, no Xavier Worthy, no Rashee Rice, the ghost of Travis Kelce, Marquise Brown is your number 1. Hey, that's not a bad idea. What's his line today? 27.5. Oh, wow. What a Sunday night option hooked up outdoors. Great call out. Hey, man. Appreciate you, Henry. 3-0 Thursday. 3-0 college football Saturday. What's up, Sewer? Appreciate you, Jack, always. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a member and Donut's legit. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Cowboys Bears over? Probably. I mean, two bad defenses. The only question is, like, can the Bears freaking score? This week should be volatile. A lot of these upset calls, my only issue is like, all right, people are slightly on the Panthers. People are slightly on the Titans. I've seen Browns call. Like, I get that week 3 is usually upset week, but like, look at the quarterbacks you're betting on if you're taking those teams. Like Bryce Young, Cam Ward's got to show it. I'm sorry. Joe Flacco. Like, these teams, I don't know, man. Yeah, they're upset calls and the lines are close. The spreads are close for a reason. But, like, these are not good quarterbacks to be betting on. So, I don't know. But that call out was pretty dope. Sunday night, the Sunday night parlay I post for VIPs. Yeah. Probably has some running activity from Mahomie. These chats, I'm so far behind. I'm literally like 200 messages back. Oh my gosh. I'm highlighting stuff from like 10 minutes ago. Oh my gosh. Is that even possible on YouTube? I must have missed a bunch of comments, but thank you. Nicely shaped head to a handsome man. Yes. That's my wife's burner. That's my wife's burner. That's my burner. I'm messaging it on the side. Yeah, on Friday. And I posted 2 more last night. As soon as I saw JSN was on the injury report with an illness, I was like, all right, y'all, don't touch that line anymore. Here's 2 replacements. And I posted 2 more picks. So I think I'm at 5 officials and a touchdown parlay. And I'm still going to post my Sunday night one as well. Yo, that's hilarious. That's how. Okay, so I saw, must have been yours, buddy. I've responded to everybody's comments. Somebody said something about Eminem, and I was like, what? I don't get it. That's crazy. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much love. My bet's at Thursday. Thank you. Let's make more. Let's do it, Curtis. Huge day. Bryce versus Penix. Yeah, right. Let's do it. We still got to make the 4 p.m. parlay. Just taking a hot second for my voice. 2 hours. 2 hours. Whew. Let's stay on DraftKings. Let's get off this. Go to the 4 p.m. games. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to choose from here. Do they have, just curious, 20-plus yard receptions here like they do on FanDuel? No, they don't have long reception, right? Long reception yards. Oh, they have just outright. So on FanDuel, you can go 20-plus, which is a cool market. Let's go to receiving yards. Let's go 70 for CD. Remember, just trying low hanging fruit here. Just listen, we've gone nuts on a lot of degenerate things today. I mean, even the Cowboys money line is interesting enough to me. And then I probably go CMC and just alt it at 30. Just 25. 25 is kind of low. What are the odds for this? Plus 160. I don't like it. Man, the 4 o'clock is a lot harder. Let me think through this. We go CD. Let me look at it on FanDuel. How about that? Because I want that 20 plus. Let me try it there. Oops. Where's that line? They got a really cool. Nope. They got a cool market over here. There it is. Wow, it's a minus 320. Ugh. All right, never mind. Oh boy, they really make you make a decision here. How about 5 plus catches for CMC? That's a plus 223. The 4 o'clock one is certainly harder. I mean, let's be real. Look at all the boosts that are popping up here. I can't wait to log in and check them out. Cowboys, Bears. I mean, Cowboys money line outright. How about that? CMC receiving yards. I guess we could go 40 plus for CMC. Just climb the ladder. What about that? That's better. I could run that. 1 o'clock and a 4 o'clock lay. Not easy. That's not easy to do on the fly, but I do like the segment. I'll be more prepared for it next week now, though. You know? This is such a fun day. Oh, such a fun day. 2 hours in. Oh, I got one for you. Brandon Aubrey, baby. My dude just keeps bombing field goals. I mean, legitimately just bombing them. How about that? I don't mind that at all. That's not a bad one right there. I can get behind that. I mean, we're past the crazy session of the show. I mean, I'm usually not even streaming in hour number 3, but kind of nuts. I'm a little nervous about it. I liked it earlier this week, but I am a little concerned about Denver. Hey, no joke. Thank you, Nelson. That's cool. Thank you. Novig. You know, a lot of my videos this week were Novig centered. So today I didn't purposely not do anything there. Just kind of happened. Back-to-back NFL sweeps. Thursday night football, college football Saturday. You guys do what you need. Do what you need. Do what you want with that info. It's been a great week. I am back tomorrow morning. Monday, 9 a.m. I am here, right here. Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, and Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm always here. Monday, Thursday, Sunday, live. And you catch me for the videos on every other day. 7 days a week, right here on YouTube. I am here for you. VIP links are down below. If you need help, okay? If you need help, all right? Hear me out. I'm going to invite anybody who's still here with this Discord link. It expires in 30 minutes. You can go in this Discord, and at the top of Discord, there's a help category. If you have any questions, ask your questions in the help category. I'll be there for the next 15 minutes. It's your one and only chance here. You're going to get me. And then I got other stuff I got to work on for VIPs. Okay. There you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Nothing without you. The show is nothing without you. I just pray to God that we have another good day. Just don't get slammed. No matter what, I'm back Monday morning, 9 a.m. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. Grab your cell phones, set your alarms. I'm not joking. Get the alarms going. Come back, hang out with me tomorrow morning, because tomorrow's show, we make bets and talk about Monday Night Football. We got a 53.5-point total with the Lions traveling into Baltimore against Lamar Jackson, who's 23-2 against NFC teams. He's Mr. Primetime. I love betting on that game tomorrow. It's going to be phenomenal. Can't wait for it. VIPs, if you hung out with us the entire time, thanks for hanging and supporting your Sunday night primetime parlay, your official Donuts parlay. We'll go out later after the 4 o'clock time, probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock, be about 2 hours before the 8 o'clock game. Don't worry, you'll never miss it. I'll always post it. Have your noties on, whether you're using OS or your Inside Discord. I'll take care of you, okay? Take care, my friends. God bless you. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I love you. I appreciate you. Let's get paid.